Hey there, everybody. It's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight I am in an event, a Feeling Froggy event by Shayna. It's Creative Harmony Collective by Shayna Mullinex. So if you're not following her, make sure that you are going to join the group. That way you can see all of the people. I'm like the third from the last, so after me is Dina with Designs by Dina, so make sure that you continue watching on Creative Harmony Collective, and I hope a lot of people come on and see what I'm doing tonight, the Feeling Froggy event. Hey there, Miss Connie. Thank you for coming. Now, I've got several different greens here that I'm going to be using. Hey there, Creative Harmony Collective. I'm sure that's Shayna. Hey, Sydney. Hey, Shayna. So, thank you for coming on, and I hope you enjoy this. I tried to figure out something to do. Hey, Miss Patricia. It's so good to see you. Thank you for the hearts and everything. I appreciate that. So I have a wood slice here that I got from one of my doctors that I work with. Hey, Lena, it's good to see you. Hey, Miss Roxanne. And I drilled one little hole in there because I want to put a little bit of flowers. Hey, Miss Bonnie. And it's got a crack in it because I didn't have any of that stuff that you put on there, some conditioner. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. All right, Lucille, hey, it's good to see you. Hey, Shelly on a shoestring. Thank you for those stars, Miss Connie. Hey, Miss Debbie. So this one is fairly flat. Some of them were higher on one end and the other, so I decided to go ahead and use the one that was flatter. They had different sizes. I guess he cut down the whole tree, and I had asked him, hey, Melissa. Hey there, Jason. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you being here. So I'm going to go ahead and paint a lighter color on here. Thank you so much, Lena. I don't know where I got it, honestly. I got it on one of those websites on Facebook, I think, or either Instagram. Normally I get things from Beware Sportswear, but not this one. So I'm going to paint this whole thing kind of a lighter tone of green, and this is called Lush Foliage by Craftsmart. I love this particular green. It's really good for leaves and things like that, but we're going to use it as part of the water and everything for this. So, and I've used this before for the actual little toadstool things or whatever they're called. I can't even remember what they're called in the water for the frog. So I'm going to use this first. We're going to kind of make greenish water. It's up underneath here. So I want to get this done so when it comes time for me to put the frog on and everything, then it'll glue down better. Hey, Miss Pat. Hey, Cynthia. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you being here, everybody. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate Shayna asking me to join the event. Hey, Miss Pat, thank you for that. Girl, you are so sweet. So, I'm just going to be putting this down because I'm going to put some different colors in with it. So, I want this as the background. The same thing on the frog. And we're just going to keep going here. And fill it in, and then I'm going to take some other colors and go in there and the same thing. So just let me get that so I can dry it. And it's okay if you go all the way to the end. I wasn't going to do that, but then I hid some of it, so might as well. The thing is at the front, you want it to look the prettiest because you're going to have it on a shelf or whatever. And you want it to be prettier in the front than you do in the back. At least I do. Unless you're going to be seeing it on both sides, then you have to make it pretty on both sides. So I'm just going to do the best I can here. So this is all green. Now I will be taking some other colors. I'm going to dry this just for a little bit. Just so mostly, because the frog's going to be kind of in here. And I'll just let it dry. We're going to go ahead and move this over here somewhere. That way I don't get it all over me. I'm going to use a different brush because this particular one is too big for this little frog. And this is my frog that I cut out. And it's going to be on here just like this. Okay, and this is sort of the water. I'm going to have some little trees or whatever you want to call it. Really, it's those little things that shoot up out of the water. I'm using this, and it comes in a bag that you can get on Amazon, and that's the reason that I bought those, so I could do different items with it, you know, different projects. Hey, Miss Jackie, thanks again. Thank you, Melissa. So I've got several of these, and I'll show you. Star Party complete. Well, thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. All right, so I'm going to just take this, and we're going to go like I always do with the green around all of my items, like my eyes and my mouth and all of that. And if you need a smaller brush, you can do that, but I think this one will be okay. We're going to paint the whole thing because you'll see this from the back if you were to look at it. So right now I'm going to do this light color green, but on the sides and the back I'm going to do a darker green just because. So this is the way it's going to look, but I'm going to get different colors just like I said I was going to do for the bottom part. But we're going to put this color underneath because you just want it to be a base coat. How was everybody's day? Did y'all do anything fun? Because I sure didn't. I was doing a yard sale earlier, which is not fun, and it was in the heat, and I feel kind of sickly. I don't know. I think it's just the sun, though. Hey, Opa, if you're here, girl. Did you draw any cute faces on your granddaughter? No. No, I haven't. We haven't done enough together. We'll see each other soon enough. Again, I'm sure. And I'll do a lot more with her. Thank you, Miss Pat. So I'm kind of going over this. You can see my markings because this is such a light color, which is a good thing. See how you can see the little dots and everything? My shoulder is better. I have like tendonitis in my shoulder, and that's what she's talking about for those of you who do not follow me. And I hope that you do later. You'll see. Yeah, the sun itself, it really, woo, and I was in the garage. At first, I was a little bit out in the sun, and then I kind of, you know, got up underneath there. It just, oh, it was just terrible. The sun was hot today. You said something about my voice? Yeah, it's kind of raspy. I've had some sinus stuff going on. All right, so there is the frog, okay? But I'm going to take the other colors, which I have Kelly green, and I couldn't get in the middle of this, so, you know, it took forever to get it out. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pour this out from it right there, and we're going to use that and kind of go on the sides and the back, because I don't care if it's, you know, this color for that, because I want different shades on the front but not the back. It doesn't matter so much. So I'm just gonna paint a little bit here. Have an hour. I don't need to go fast. Praying it gets better. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be fine. I had a lot of mucus. I tell you, sinuses are a mess, aren't they? Had a lot of mucus. And I got it out this morning, thank goodness. And I've just had a sinus headache. It's just terrible. Now I was gonna take a screw and screw this to the bottom of that, and I may still do that, but it won't be on the live because I don't have a screw long enough to go in there. Not in here. I have to go and look through all my screws to make sure that I have enough. Enough of the size I need. I like it when y'all talk to each other. And I'm also going to be doing green for these little things since they're this color. We don't want them to look like that. We want to look like little pointy grass looking things. And see, this has got a blemish on the piece of wood, so when you use the darker color, it will cover that up. So that's one reason why that I want the dark for the back and the sides. Anytime there's a blemish in the wood, I hate that, so I want to cover it up. And see, you can't really see it. There's a band right there, but it doesn't matter. It's on the back. So have y'all been watching the Creative Harmony Collective today? Have y'all seen some of the other presenters like Shayna was earlier? And everything. Yeah, frogs do have blemishes. Isn't that the truth? Now I'm going to I'm going to dry the back of this, not paint. I'm going to dry the sides, and let me move it this way some. And I wanted to get my paint. All I need is some dry paint, right? So I'm gonna dry that real good. That way I can sit it on the flat side of it instead of the straight side there. We're going to do it like this. I'm not going to paint the bottom because it's going to be on that piece of wood just like this. And we're just going to take our brush, and I'm going to try to use this one. These came from Temu, and they're pretty good for a few uses, and then they're pretty bad. They start having little bristles come out, so I don't recommend those, but I will use them. Hard to ever get anything done with these. Yes, exactly. But I wanted to do this event, so I'm doing it. All right, so what I'm going to do is go all the way around and make this darker on the edges. And you need a little bit of water and a little bit of paint. I'm trying to get a little bit thicker than I've got, though, because you want to be able to see it. But see how it makes a difference when you go and put something on? It kind of brings the character to life when you do that. Hey, Jody. How are you doing, girl? I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Miss Rosa Anderson. How are you doing? I'm seeing all my girls here. Love it when y'all come. And I know we all have things to do, so you can't see everything. But when y'all can, I like it for y'all to show up. Alright, so I'm going all the way to the edge. Now I'm going to go this way because I'm going to make this little indentation here. Alright, just like that. Those magical eyes, we're going to see. Gonna see. Alright, so I'm just going around the edges right now. Kind of got too much water on there, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And I do have one other color that might be a little bit darker. I don't know. And it's arbor green. It looks darker to me. Hey, Miss Dina. There's Designs by Dina. She's going to be after me, so y'all make sure you tune in for her. She's a sweetie. Love Miss Dina and Mr. Kenny. Thank you, Miss Jody. They're so sweet. Well, most of the time. His papa said that he had to hold him all day today because he wanted to be held. I thought, yeah, He wanted to be held or you wanted to hold him. Which one? Hey, Miss Jill, how are you doing? He does, I don't know. He does like to be held. They really hold him too much, but I wanted to because I didn't know when I was going to come back down there. Thank you, Miss Dina. You're the best, girl. You got some cute little crafts. All right, now I'm going around the mouth. Because you want it to look more like a frog. Just like that. Let me make this a little smoother. There we go. See there? And then once you put the tongue in, then it does really good. What does that say? I'll hold it. I didn't get to see it all. It goes too quick sometimes. I'll go back and read everything. Now I'm just kind of going around each little wrinkle and all of that good stuff. Does your ex live? Yeah, he does. He lives down the street from him, actually. He sure does. He babysits while they work. He's a good papaw. Thank you, Miss Jill. All right, so I'm going to go up against this because you want this to be really dark right around there. Let's see. And we want to go around the eyes too because you want the eyes to show up really well. So you're going to go around that. And I don't want it to be real thick right in there. Doing it thicker than I want. But we'll keep going around it. Get a little more water when it doesn't move. You watched a friend's baby, held him all day. I know, they're so fun to hold. Except when they fuss, you know? And he fusses sometimes. That's for sure. But I still like to hold him. I'm sure I'll get to where I'll say, you just need to go play. But right now, it's not it. Did you get a new Yes, I did get a new container. Look. Pretty and new. While I was waiting to come on, I put a new one. I sure did. That was a hot mess, wasn't it? Woo, that was bad. All right. We're going to make sure that this is dark right in here. Because you want it to be dark right where the hand is. Just like that. So you can see them better. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Well, luckily, most of it went on one of these aluminum foil. But man, it was a mess. It kind of was funny, even though I couldn't believe I did that. It's just white everywhere. Alright, I'm just going to do a little bit like that, and then we're going to go in here a little bit. Yeah, that was quite hilarious. Everybody told me that I looked kind of funny. My expression on my face was priceless. Alright, so I'm just going underneath here, just so it'll be like that a little bit, so you can see the little hands a little bit. And then a little bit at the edge here. Let me see. Kind of just want to make this rounded a little bit. Just so you can see the stomach and then the neck right there. It could have landed on your lap. Oh, I know it could have, and it only went right here, so I was thankful for that. Let me tell you. All right, let me make it a little thicker on his cheeks. I just want to put some darker color. I want it darker than that. Maybe I need the other color. Let's see if this is darker. Maybe a little. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're gonna do that. That's good. Just kind of rub it in there, isn't it? There we go. So it's kind of lighter in the middle. That's what I'm trying to do. So let me dry this part. Yes, it is. I tell you who I got that from, and that was from Terry. I can't remember her last name. Terry, ugh. But she uses aluminum foil. And she sometimes will fold it and she can use it again. She is the best painter ever. Alright, so now I've got a little bitty brush right here. Frogs are okay. You swat them for fishing. You don't like bullfrogs? I don't know. I'm going to put this to side for a minute because we're going to do these little lily pads. That's what I was trying to think of a minute ago. Lily pad. Now I think I'm going to do some of this in the middle. We're going to kind of make it mixed up a little bit. I want kind of a lighter color. And then put a little bit of the other color in it. Gonna do that. Had a frog in your house once? Oh my gosh. How'd you get it out? Did you find it, I guess? That's terrible. Hey, Miss Jerry, how are you doing? So good to see you. I'm trying to do it a little bit of both colors. And then I got another little piece right here that I'm going to use for a smaller one. I got these from Amazon. You know, Amazon is so good. They have everything. It was a whole scene. I bet it was. I'm glad you got it out of there. Can you imagine at night having that noise, that kind of noise? That just wouldn't be good. Alright, let me make sure I don't have to. Let me do the sides of these. I better do it. Because it'll look funny, I guess. Well, I just hope you got it out and no problem. I couldn't imagine because they're loud enough just outside your window or something. I can't even imagine. All right. Fine. Let me do the sides of this one. Could you do that frog noise again? No, ma'am. I know you're going to make fun of me. But you know that's what it sounds like, right? It's a beautiful sound in Puerto Rico. I don't know what kind they are. Y'all know I'm going to imitate whatever. It doesn't matter. Doctors want to do another surgery next week. Widen the margin. I don't blame them if they don't feel like they got it all, Miss Jerry. I know you are, Miss Melissa. Girl. It's okay, though. All right, let me see if I can get some of this on here. I just want it to go different ways. I don't know what a lily pad looks like. We're gonna just do it like that. Just make it look like it's something. Let me see if I can do this one with green, the darker green. There. Kind of like that. Just a little something. Let me see if I can get this one a little bit. Let's see. Just to make it look like a little lily pad. Let's see. This one's smaller, so it's harder. Like that. You haven't heard any frogs this year? I haven't either, actually, around my house. Sure haven't. Let me get me a wipey thing. These are the best. Pampers wipes are great. Imitate northern and southern frogs. Oh, it's no telling how they are. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of dark on this. I got 30 minutes. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right, we just want to do it like this. And I'm going to put some white on it too. I just want to put a little difference. Doesn't really matter in the back, but just the front a little bit. All right, and then we're going to get the white. Brand new, brand new. Yay! No squirting out everything. It's a miracle. All right, this is supposed to imitate water a little bit, just some green in the pond. And that's what I'm doing. There. Just kind of like this. Just a little bit. If you got a little bit too much on the edge, then you can just kind of, you know, float it in a little bit. But that way it looks a little bit more like water. And let's see. I want to take the darkest one and use this. And we're just going to kind of do a little bit for the lily pad. I don't know how these go, but we're just going to do it like this. I don't know if that looks like a lily pad or not, but we're going to do it. Girl, I'm just me. I don't know. Alright, so that's sort of a lily pad. I don't know. Let me see if I can do this like this. Instead of doing it thin. Alright, so it's just something. Alright, so because they're going to be in the front, let me see if I can squish these a little. Alright, so kind of a lily pad. They're just going to sit here, just like this. And the frog's going to be right here. So this is what it's going to look like, but I got to finish the frog, obviously. Glue it down and all, but it's going to be coming out of the water like that, and those are the lily pads on there. By the cabin, why Molly, I want a real inside outside. Outhouse. Oh, you want an outhouse? No. Mama likes running water. All right, we're going to set this aside so all of that will dry, and then we're going to do these green, okay? And then we're going to put a yellow flower with it. Let's see. We're going to do different colors. So let me just do this green. It won't take me long to do the face. But these take longer. What I tried to do was kind of even these out on the edge, so when I go to glue them down, they will be straighter. Yes, I'm still having my auction tomorrow. 7 p.m. Central. All right, let's see. I gotta dip in here a little. And I'm just gonna hold this. If I have to paint it again, that's okay. But these are gonna be behind the frog. This is like green grass coming out of the water. So that's what this is. And we don't need all of these. I'm going to try to use this one. And I know I like this one. And I want that over to the side. And I'm going to try to do the lighter colors. We're going to do different shades because I want them to all look different, kind of like grass. Hey Maria, how are you doing? Now, if my ship would come in so I can afford to bid. I will. Hopefully you can. You can be here just to just say hey and say stuff. That's just as good. Sometimes I don't have bids on things, so not everything sells. Now this one's kind of terrible at the bottom, but we're going to try to use it anyway. I'm going to put a lot of glue. Thank you, Miss Pat. Alright, so I got that one. Now I'm going to do this lighter color, and I'm going to put some white with it too, because I want it even lighter. So I want the big one in the middle to be lighter. Yes, and Miss Dina is next. So definitely go see her. She comes on at 8 Central. Is Dina in the Central time zone? Ooh, you're enjoying vacation. Are you out from your house, or are you just having fun at your house, Miss Maria? It's good to have a vacation. I get to have a couple weeks in another week or so, week and a half. Dr. Bierman's going on vacation too. I think he's going on an Alaskan cruise. And Maria is coming to see me. I mean, Marie is coming to see me. I thought she said 11 p.m. to humid sweating in my ears. She is still on vacation. I know. The hour does go by fast. Okay, let me try to do where I had my fingers. Okay, then we're going to do, let me see here. This, I don't want to do this one because it's straight. And I'm going to try to do this one. I don't know. Let me try to get some more green. Put a little white with it. I don't know. I like the different colors. Yeah, they were all Eastern times. Because Shayna is in Eastern time. And I don't know if Dina is Central or Eastern. I don't know where she's at in Kentucky. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Let me see. Maybe I should have done the darker. I don't know. I guess I'll see if it doesn't look right. I was going to do them all dark green. It was so funny when my granddaughter got on the thing. She kept looking at me like, who are you talking to? I said, they say you're such a pretty little girl. She looks at me like, what? I said, don't you see right there? You're in New Jersey visiting your SIL. What is SIL? Sister-in-law? That's nice. Had to think about it a minute. She was so cute. Thank you. She is a little cutie. All right, so let's see. I'm going to move this out of the way. And we'll let these dry for a little bit. They don't take too long to dry. And then we're going to get a little bit of red. Also visiting a lot of your husband's family. Well, that's nice. You still have a relationship with your ex-husband or your husband's family? I don't know why I thought ex. You're just your husband's family. Okay. All right, so I want to use my little brush for the mouth. I'm going to need a little bit more white, and here I go again. Yay, okay. Always scared of that now. And we're going to do this, and we're going to do his tongue right here, but we're going to be very careful. We're going to go on the edges. Just like that. You can do a smaller brush if you need to. But you want to do that. Got a little bit of red on there, so I'm going to have to get it off. All right, but I want to get the red off of there and then do a little bit of white at the bottom until he died. Perfect relationship with ex-husband. That's great. Me too. You know, I think it's just better if you can get along. It's just sometimes you can't be married. Isn't that the way it is? Okay, now I need a little bit more red up here at the top. Seriously? I'm amazing with the paintbrush. I love to paint. That's all there is to it. That's the reason why I wanted to be paintery, and I love hummingbirds, of course. Thank you for saying that. So see how the little tongue is? It's kind of got white on the bottom and it's red at the top. Thank you for those stars. You're so sweet. Now let me get a little bit more of this dark because I'm going to go over this right here because I got some red on there. Anytime you make a mistake or anything like that, it's always easy to fix, okay? You can always fix it. And I'm just going to keep going right in here like this. And I'm going to get some of this lighter color too to kind of go right here where the red is. And it's also got a little bit of white in there, so that's okay. There. So I fixed it. We're good. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Lucille. Thank you, Miss Connie. Y'all are so sweet. Now it looks funny like he's got fangs right now, but he's not going to, okay? I gotta have black, and I don't usually have any problem with the black, but we'll see. Let's see if it's got a booger in it. It doesn't have a booger, so we're good there. I'm trying not to use too much. This is so easy to just pour out a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is go right to the edge here and just fill in the corners here. And then we're going to go ahead and outline the mouth once we get this done. I don't want him to look like fangs. So that's the inside of the mouth. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to just keep going. Just like this, okay? to make him have a mouth. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And just keep going around the mouth. Just like that, okay? It makes it look more like a mouth that way. Oh, your great-granddaughter is 5, Miss Rose? Yeah, Ella is 5 too. Now I'm going to go around this red. And if you need a really pointy brush, then roll your paint in it. And I'm going to go around the mouth. I'm trying to do it very thin at the bottom. Just like this. So see, that looks a whole lot better, right? 2 peas in a pod. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing right around here. But I'm going to do a very light line. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I just want it to be like that. Okay, because you want to see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to go around the eyes. How much time do I have? I still have 20 minutes. I've got time. And the faces are the best. The faces are the best. They're my fun thing. I'm going to go all the way around the circle. You have to go kind of slow. Just roll your brush into the paint. That way you have a nice pointy brush. Just like that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and outline the eye. We're going to keep going. Sometimes I'm not so good at doing a straight line. I try to go slow, but you know how that is. And I'm right-handed, so I don't know how the left one is better than the right, but there it is. Okay, it's coming together. And then I make them talk. That's funny. I'm going to do a little bit right here. All right. And then I'm going to do this. We're going to go around this like that. And do around this like this. Okay, so see, I've made it look like this. Hey, Miss Ellen, it's so good to see you. All right, now I'm going to take this, and the top part is going to be black, okay, just black. Except for the white dot in the eye. And we're just going to go around this. I'm going to go a little bit further down with this one. See, I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. Because I'm getting old, I always look under my glasses. Do y'all find yourself doing that more and more with things? I sure do. I mean, besides this, you know, when I'm on the phone or something, the cell phone, I do it all the time. Don't know why. Because I see way better, like right under there, and not as much with the glasses, because I have bifocals. Y'all have bifocals? There's that. Let me look at them a hot minute. I want to go down just a little bit on this. Just like that. So it's looking cute. It's getting there. Okay, and so I want to take the black and we're going to do the little nose right here. You don't want it to be too thick. Okay. And then we're going to do some little black dots. And I'm just taking some paint and just doing it on here. You could do these green. It probably would be better green. Maybe I need to do the darker green. Yeah, the little lashes. You might need a little bit of something. Let's see, what was I going to do? The darker green. Let's see what we can do with that. I'll put some green, darker green. I don't know if the black's too severe. Let's see. Let's see here. I think so. I'm going to go over it with the green. Who left? Miss Rose? Miss Rose, it's okay. Thank you for being here as long as you can. I understand. Well, booger. Let's see. Trying to get the green. I think it looks better with that instead of just black. Let me do a little bit right there. He's just got to have some little marks. Oh, I put it in black. Thank you. 14 minutes left. I've got time. Nothing but time. All right, let me dry this just a hot minute. So I'm going to go over the black marks with a little bit more green. I don't want it to look too severe with the black. You always look under yours? I do too, girl. I don't know what it is, but just is. It is what it is. Yeah, this looks better if I do a little green over this, I think. All right. So there's his little froggy marks. Now we're going to take gold, okay, and put a little bit under his eyes. Just a little bit. And let's see what we can do. Get that brush out of there. I don't want to leave my brushes, especially my small ones. You don't want to leave them in the water. All right, this is the pink one again. So let me see what I can do. Is this dry? I got a little bit left on there, so I don't want to, it'll smear. We don't want that. You could do white on the bottom if you don't want to do the yellow. It's 8 Eastern. Oops. All right. And it was 7 Central. I'm sorry. So we're doing a little bit of gold. So I'm just taking it on the edge of my brush here, and we're just coating the paint on there. There we go. And it's okay if it spreads some into the black, because we kind of want it like that. Let me do it this way and this way, because it kind of makes it look like a better eyeball. And then we want to put a little bit of black right in here. So I'm going to take the brush again with the black, and we're just going to kind of do it like this. A little bitty bit here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. like that. That way you can see the bottom a little bit better. And I'm going to go over this with the black like that. Under my eyes here, under my glasses. Alright, so that way you can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to go underneath the chinny chin here and right in here because it'll show up a little bit better if you do. There we go. That way it looks like the head, okay? So what we're going to do is take some glue gel. And I got to put a white in the eyes also. I'm going to put a good amount on here, just like that. And we're going to put some hot glue. And I probably will take a screw and go up in there. Now this, if you mix these two, it makes a terrible smell. But hold it for a second. Thank you, Miss Tony. Thank you for the hearts and the froggies. All right, and we're going to glue these down. I'm going to put some of this gel on here in the middle. And I'm taking it and putting it off of this just a little bit. Make it look a little bit better. And then we're going to do the same thing with this right there. Kind of doing it a little bit further over. Now I'm going to go ahead. This one is the longest. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue gel. And I'm also going to put a really lot of glue. And then we'll go back over it, but of course it'll be afterwards. So they'll stay. They're very light, okay? I'm going to put this one over here, I think. You want a good amount of hot glue. Sorry, my voice, y'all. I'm going to put one over to the side like this. I say I am. Gosh. I'm going to take the hot glue and make sure that it's on there well. Then we're going to take this one and go out this side. And put a little bit of the glue gel on there anyway. To try to hold it a little bit better. I'm putting it right there. Don't breathe. 8 minutes. Gosh. Okay, and then we're going to put this because I want to make sure that it goes in there good. I've got my little hole right here. So we're just going to go in there. I want a little bit of yellow to match his eyes. Let me see. Get over here. There we go. That's much better. That way it looks like... Alright, let's see here. These are not tall enough. This one might be. I think I'm going to put one right there and then I'll show y'all. Yeah, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Alright, let's see. The good thing about hot glue is that it's clear. There. Okay. I just have to hold it a little bit. Hey, Christy, thank you so much. All right, let me get the white on the eyes because I've got to do that. And what I try to do is get a big blob of it. We're going to lean it over since I didn't finish it on here. And I let the paintbrush do the work, generally. And because I'm doing it sideways like this, it doesn't always work. I'm going to put a little dot right here and a little dot right here as well. Just like this. Now I'm going to dry it. It turned out pretty cute. Make sure it's dry. Now I've got to take the brush just a little bit and fix this. It moved around when you... That's pretty good though. All right, so y'all ready? Ready for the reveal? So here he is. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. Thank you for the hearts. So this is my little contribution to the Creative Harmony Collective Feeling Froggy event with by Shayna. Thank you for the hearts and thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Ellen. Thank you so much. Totally cute. Thank you so much. You love it, Jill? Thank y'all. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I've only got 4 minutes left, so that's a good deal. Thank you, Miss Macklin and Lena. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Hey, Miss Yvonne. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. I hope y'all enjoy it. Y'all see the lily pads? Your nieces say beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Melissa. Thanks, Linda, for the frogs. That's cute. Thank you so much for everybody. Now, in a couple of minutes, Miss Dina is going to be on. I've got the link up in the top of my page here, so make sure that you go see her and also join Creative Harmony Collective by Shayna. Thank you so much, Melissa Dickerson. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. That's sweet. And y'all have a good evening. I appreciate y'all being here with me for the last hour. And y'all have a good night. Thank you, Shayna. Bye, y'all.